That is a 7-point favorite, but getting some juice there. I see, make sure you shop around, visit all the vetted sportsbooks at offshoreinsiders.com. See anywhere from like plus 106 to minus 105 on the juice there. And a total ranging from, mostly 49s, but you can get a 49.5. Now let's take a look at your who the public is betting. And by the way, if you did visit joeduffy.net and got the official betting preview of this game yesterday, these numbers are updated as of 11:41 a.m. on Thursday morning. So these are updated numbers. 77% of bets on Carolina. 81% of the money is on the Panthers. As far as the total's concerned, 53% of bets are on the under. 57% of money is on the under. We're going to get to some sharp information on this game in a moment. Joe Duffy's picks. Yeah, what a shock, on fire. 11-2 overall run. 4 dog winners of $1.28 or more. And let's see, that included 2 of $1.48. 3-day winners. 3 nighttime Major League Baseball, plus the Thursday night football side from the greatest NFL handicapper of all time, 32 years in the business, Joe Duffy's picks at offshoreinsiders.com. And by the way, the top total from the master lock line at offshoreinsiders.com. When 2 winless teams clash, the underdog covers at a pretty imposing 91.69-5 rate, with the winning percentage slightly better on the road. And again, this is a system that has done quite well over the years, and you may be asking, wait a minute, you said 2 winless teams. It's only in week 2. Any system that we talk about definitely holds up in week 2, or else we would eliminate it. Remember, though, that football is about overreaction. So week 2, overreaction's more prominent than it would be for the rest of the year. So yes, it does apply here. Now, most profitable betting systems would fit under the umbrella of counterintuitive. Good example is a totals angle that applies in this situation. Carolina off a game which 57 points were scored. Tampa had one where 48 were scored. So maybe the mere arithmetic would suggest a total should be a little bit higher. But we have a counterintuitive angle that uses these metrics and actually goes under at a 14.28, 11.86, and 55 ratio. Now, this is just part of one Joe Duffy's picks. For years and years and years, we've been using counterintuitive angles in every single sport, and this is just a small example of it. Quite frankly, not one of our best examples, but a good one nonetheless. Now, underdogs, a week after allowing 2 defensive touchdowns, are 40-23. This would favor Tampa. The logic there is straightforward. Defensive scores are somewhat good fortune, and they're very challenging to duplicate, helping isolate deceptive final scores. However, look, Tampa Bay coach Bruce Arians, he came out of retirement, and the number one goal, figured he could turn around the career of underachiever Jameis Winston. Look, any coach has an ego and says, give me talent, and I will coach it up. The problem here is Jameis Winston's problems don't seem to be football related. He clearly makes bad decision after bad decision off of the field, and maybe he doesn't really need a football coach to turn around his life, but more of a life coach. So I'm not really big in the Bruce Arians. Maybe a little bit of a honeymoon period could turn it around. But Carolina signal caller Cam Newton changes mechanics. Could be a little bit of worse work in progress as he adjusts to a new throwing motion to cut down on his shoulder issues. Panthers star tight end Greg Olsen is questionable. The often injured star played only 16 games the past 2 years for 44 catches. He did say he intends to play. Longtime veteran Bruce Irvin has been ruled out for Carolina. For Tampa, 5-year veteran defensive end Raheem Nunez-Roches is probable after leaving the Niners game with 14 snaps due to a thumb injury. Buccaneers linebacker Devin White slowed down in Game 1 with an illness, though he still managed 6 tackles. He's back to full health. Weather is not going to be a factor tonight. Some trends. Remember the old free trends on your city's free scoreboard days? Against the spread trends, Carolina 2-7 overall, going back to last year, 1-6 on grass. The underdog's 5-1 in the series. The road team is 7-3. And now let's get to the over-under trends. And by the way, if you do like information like this, please literally like it, retweet it. If you've got a website, feel free to embed it in your website. This is your way of saying, I want more free information like this. And we're going to have a lot of free picks during the year, too. Tell us how much by, giving us a like and commenting on it, wherever you're watching this. And please keep in mind, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our new YouTube channel. We had to get a new channel. Just don't ask. Don't even want to go through that bull crap to explain it. But anyway, over-under trends. Tampa's going over, 13-3-1 on the road. Carolina under 19-9 at home versus an opponent with a losing record. Vetted sportsbooks and the top sports handicappers in the world, offshoreinsiders.com.